You wanna learn how to PvP? I got you.
Wait, shit,
I ain't with the
crazy.
bullshit, I'm whipping with a full clip. Drum mad loaded, I'm rolling with the mode. If you
Before we go over all the other cool stuff you see in other tutorials, I want to tell you about this very important mechanic. Basically, the speed at which you move affects your reach. As you can see, when I'm running at my opponent and I'm trying to hit them, I do trade hits with my opponent. However, once I stop pressing W and I just try and stand still while I'm trying to hit them, they'll get the first hit on me every time. So basically, if you have more speed than your opponent, you're probably gonna get the first hit and you'll be able to start the combo. The way you can slow down your opponent or stop their movement completely is through projectiles. As you can see, you can use snowballs, eggs, fishing rods, or you could even use blocks to stop player movement. So as you can see, as I'm running at my opponent, I'll throw a fishing rod out before I get in attack range, and that will allow me to help me start my combo. You can do the same thing with snowballs and eggs, but of course you don't have to recast those, and you can spam snowballs as much as you like. Now with blocks, it's a bit more difficult, but you have to aim at the ground of course to place the block right in front of your opponent so that their movement stops, and this will hopefully give you the first hit. So let's say you got that part down and you get the first hit on your opponent, but how do you keep combos? This is where a technique a lot of people call sprint resetting comes into play. To demonstrate, I'm going to hold W for every time I hit my opponent. As you can see, the first hit gives the opponent a lot of knockback, but the following hits do not knock them back as much. Basically what sprint resetting does is allows you to get that full knockback on the first hit every time you hit your opponent. Several ways you can do this is W tapping, S tapping, or even block hitting. With W tapping, all you want to do is right after you hit your opponent and they flash red, you want to let go of W and then press it down again. But make sure you press W before you hit your opponent. This applies with all the other sprint resetting methods, but for S tapping, what I like to do is I still keep W held down, but I just tap S every time I hit my opponent. And for block hitting, every time I hit my opponent, I just right click. Usually when I'm comboing someone, I like strafing to throw off their aim, and it might slow me down so I'm not too close to them. That's it for this video. There are other techniques for certain game modes like no debuff and how to throw a potion properly, or how to aggro pro, stuff like that. And if you would like to know things like that, please feel free to let me know in the comments. But with that being said, that is the end of this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And yeah.